Welcome back to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Oswego, Illinois. I'm Cody Dunlap here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup is a first-round IHSA Class 7A playoff game featuring the 7-2 Plainfield North Tigers against the 8-1 Oswego Panthers. Two teams that met earlier this year on October the 5th, 35-7. That game was won here by Oswego. And Plainfield North on the line for them. They're looking for their first ever state playoff win here in their 8th year as a school. Oswego here, the number 3 seed. Plainfield North, the number 6 seed. Win or go home here on a chilly Friday night. 44 degrees, wind chill down around 40. It is a little cloudy, but we don't expect to see any rain here. And we have a very nice job done by the Oswego grounds crew to get this field in impeccable condition here for tonight's matchup. Oswego won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so they will be kicking it away to the Plainfield North Tigers. The Tigers road team will get the ball first here this evening. And we are just about ready to get things underway. Brock Thorns back to receive for Plainfield North. Kinter Inall will also be back to receive for the Tigers. Jeremy Wine to kick it away from the 40. The ball is teed up. Oswego in those dark blue uniforms with the orange numbers. Plainfield North in those white uniforms with the black numbers and the black pants. And there's the kick, and we are underway. Fielded by Inall, who's going to hand it off. Coming across the 10, coming across the 15-yard line is Thorns, and he's taken down short of the 20. A little bit of a slow developing handoff there on the kickoff return. And so the Plainfield North Tigers will have it first, starting at their own 19-yard line. 11:53 just underway here at Oswego. Quarterback Kurt Palendek leads the way for the Plainfield North Tigers, backed up by his running back, Jay Roberts. Roberts, who was held in check last time these two teams met. And the first play, Palendek is dropped for a huge loss. Jordan Smith broke right through the Plainfield North line and dropped Palendek for a loss of 4 on first down. Palendek really just no chance to get anything going right there. Loss of 4. Second down and 14 already. Plainfield North in a hole. Back now at their own 15-yard line. Palendek in a shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Takes the snap. He's going to try and keep it himself. A little more room this time, trying to get around the right end. Gets to the 20 and is taken down near the 21, 22-yard line. Taken down by Bryce Holm, the junior linebacker. So a nice gain for Palendek there. He picks up 7 to get the Tigers into a little bit more manageable third down situation here. Out all the way to the 22. Third down and 7 for Plainfield North. They need to get to their own 29 for the first down. 3 wideouts here on the left side. Palendek is going to look to throw here. Doesn't see what he likes. Now tries to scramble. Steps up across the 25. He's got the first down across the 35. A great decision there by Kurt Palendek to step up, and he gets the first down with his legs. A pickup of 13 yards out to the 35 and a first down for the Plainfield North Tigers. Spot that ball all the way out near the 39-yard line, so a pickup of 17 for Palendek. And again, last time these two teams met, Plainfield North had some trouble running the ball. This time it's Roberts on the pitch, trying to get it up the middle and falls forward. Nice run there by Roberts, who ends up picking up 4 yards there. So Roberts able to get 5. Roberts, last time these two teams matched up, 23 yards on 15 carries. Oswego really able to force Plainfield North to throw the ball. This time Roberts has got some room. He's across the 40, down the sideline, knocked out of bounds at the 35. But a huge run right there of almost 20 yards for Jay Roberts. And Plainfield North is into Oswego territory. .21 yards there on the carry for Roberts. And on 2 carries, he's already surpassed his rushing total from this last game. First and 10 for Plainfield North at the Oswego 35. Palendek, he's going to throw down the right sideline. He's got a man, and it's in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Brock Thorns. Thorns looks like he had a step on the coverage there, but went right through his hands, and that'll bring up second down. Thorns was able to separate just a little bit there at the end of that play, but couldn't haul it in. And that ends a string of 4 straight positive plays for the Plainfield North Tigers. Second and 10. Palendek hands it off. Roberts up the middle. Makes a cut across the 30. Now he's across the 25. He's got the first down. Still on his feet across the 20. Another big run for Jay Roberts. And the running game really working right now for the Plainfield North Tigers. And they are inside the red zone. 19 more there for Roberts on that carry. Down to the 16. Plainfield North down to the Oswego 16. 9:17 left in the first quarter. Palendek coming around the left side. Makes a move across the 10. And he's going to be dragged down short of the 5. First man to the ball there for Oswego. Looked like it was Sean Graff. But a good first down run. It looks like about 8 yards for Palendek. Second down and 2. Plainfield North can get a first down without getting it into the end zone. Second and 2 from the 8. Palendek hands it off up the middle. Roberts makes a man miss. Stays on his feet, though, down to the 5, and it looks like he'll pick up the first down. Nice second effort there by Jay Roberts. He's able to shake off the first hit, pick up a first down, and it's a goal-to-go situation for the Plainfield North Tigers here on their opening drive. First and goal at the 5 for Plainfield North. An extremely efficient drive here the first time they've had the ball. Palendek swarmed, though, in the backfield this time, and he's dropped for a loss. Just couldn't quite find a hole there in the defense that time. Tyler Walsh, Sean Graff, both combined to bring down Palendek. As the Plainfield North quarterback is dropped for a loss of 3. Second and goal now from the 8. Clock down near 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Plainfield North been able to chew up some time here on their opening drive. Palendek hands it off. Roberts breaks through the line, and he is in for the touchdown. Plainfield North gets on the board first, an 8-yard carry by Jay Roberts, and it's 6-0 Tigers. 7:54 to go, first quarter. Fantastic blocking right there by the Plainfield North offensive line, as Roberts was able to get through that first level of defense and got into the end zone without much trouble after that. Out for the extra point, Chase Meadows. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. 7:54 to go. Plainfield North scores on their opening possession. 7-0 Tigers over the Panthers here on PlayOnSports.com. This is a first-round Class IHSA Class 7A state playoff game. Fans, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. "11 plays, 81 yards in 4 minutes and 6 seconds. The scoring drive for the Plainfield North Tigers. Kurt Palandek, Jay Roberts doing a majority of the damage on the ground. Only one pass attempted, and it was incomplete. Therefore, the Tigers. 56 yards for Roberts on that carry. Short kickoff is fielded just outside the 20. Good coverage by the Tigers keeps Oswego from even getting to the 30-yard line. So the Panthers will start their first drive at their own 29-yard line. Oswego, a team that really focuses on their ground game, led by their quarterback, Brett Wainwright, and their running back, McKeel Stewart, who gets the ball here, comes around the right side, gets across the 40, and is pushed out of bounds across the 45-yard line. Crowd wanted a penalty. It was close to a horse collar tackle, but no flag came out there, but a good first down play and good first down run by Stewart. 18 yards out to the 47. And continuing the theme that we've seen so far, success on the ground. Both of these teams really like to run the ball, and the winner of this ball game will be the team that will be able to force the other from out of their comfort zone. Handoff left this time. Goes to Bryce Holm. Not a whole lot going on right there, though. Holm stacked up the line of scrimmage. No gain, ball right back to the 47. I formation, two wide receivers to the left side this time. Handoff, Stewart has to break a couple of tackles in the backfield, but stays on his feet across midfield and picks up a nice bit of yardage after it looked like he might have been stopped for a loss. Ends up picking up 8 yards, bringing up a third down and short. Seven yards there for Stewart. Third down and 3 for Oswego at the Plainfield North 46-yard line. Full house backfield, one wide receiver to the left. Wainwright can try and keep it himself, but nowhere to go, and he is tackled for a loss. A big loss back on his own side of the field as Plainfield North just snuffed that play out from the get-go. Ben Myers in there on the tackle. Marty McGraw, number 22, as well on the stop. Wainwright loses 4 there, and so Oswego is going to have to punt. Alex Milne, the punter, gets it down inside the 20 where a fair catch is made by Jack O'Connor. And so Plainfield North will have it first and 10 at their own 15-yard line. 5:50 left here in the first quarter. 35-yard punt, no return there for the Tigers. So another long way to go for Plainfield North, but a long drive scored on their first possession. We'll see if Oswego's defense can make some adjustments here. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Quarterback keeper around the right side, across the 20, still on his feet across the 30. And Palandek is dragged down near the 35-yard line. And that's going to be good for a gain of nearly 20 yards on first down. It's 19 yards there for Palandek on first down. So a first down run of 19. And so far, Plainfield North has been able to control the line of scrimmage on offense, certainly. 19 more yards for Palandek. 1st and 10, Plainfield North at their own 34. Palandek looking to throw this time down the right side. Thorne stumbled, and that ball was probably overthrown anyway, incomplete. Tom's there. Tom's there, the intended receiver on that incomplete pass. So Palandek has had some success on the ground, but 0 of 2 through the air so far. 2nd and 10 at their own 34, Plainfield North. This time Roberts gets the carry. Drives his feet forward down near the 40. Solid pickup of 6 right there. Jay Roberts so far is really coming out firing, maybe with a little bit of something to prove, a little bit of edge after Oswego shut him down in that last matchup. 3rd and 4 at the Plainfield North 40 here after that 6-yard pickup. Handoff going to go to Roberts this time up the middle, and he's going to be short. Looks like he picked up 2, needed 4 there. And it's going to be 4th down. Oswego able to wrap up Jay Roberts that time.
4th down and 2 yards to go for the Tigers.
Talking with Oswego head coach Brian Cooney this week. He mentioned how diverse an offense Plainfield North has. He was nothing but complimentary of quarterback Kurt Palandek. And he knows that this is a team, Plainfield North, coached by Tim Kane, that's going to stick to their team concept on the offensive side of the ball. Here on 4th and 2, the Tigers are punting. Toms bounces one down, and it deflects off a player. And it looks like it might have deflected off an Oswego Panther, but it is recovered by the Panthers at about the 33. 25 yards on that punt by Toms. 3:42 left in the first quarter. Oswego starting at their own 33. I formation, Wainwright with 2 wideouts to the right side. Wainwright looking to throw deep down the middle, and he's looking for his intended target. Incomplete, but there's a penalty marker. Jack Kwiatkowski, the intended target, was interfered with downfield, it looks like. Down there on the coverage for Plainfield North, Jack O'Connor, junior defensive back. So that'll be a first down off the penalty. And so another good first down play to start a drive for the Oswego Panthers. So after the penalty, 15 yards. Oswego out to their own 48, 1st and 10. Wainwright, quick handoff, Stewart. Stewart gets 1, but is wrapped up. Nice tackle made there by the Plainfield North defense. Chris Bruns on the stop. Marty McGrail also in there. Bruns and McGrail make the stop, and Stewart only gets one there. Second down, 9 to go. Three minutes left here in the first quarter. Wainwright, hands off left. Handoff there, Bryce Holm on the carry. Gets across midfield, but not a whole lot. Does get 3 yards there. Brings up 3rd and 6. Multi-dimensional attack, multifaceted running attack for these Oswego Panthers. A lot of different running backs. Stewart, Wainwright, Holm, Tyler Walsh will also get some carries. Wainwright looks to throw here on 3rd down, and again is swarmed by the defensive pressure, trying to escape, but he is sacked for a huge loss back in his own territory. A loss of 10, it looks like, as Wainwright just didn't get in a whole lot of time right there. Loss of 9 to bring up 4th and 15, and the punt unit will come back on the field for the Panthers. Line drive kick. Milne goes down the middle of the field and rolls into the end zone for the touchback. Milne got good distance on that one, but not quite enough control down the middle of the field, and that'll be a touchback. So 1st and 10 as Plainfield North comes out for its 3rd possession. Starting on their own 20. Their best starting field position of the day so far. Started their first drive at the 19. Drove down for the touchdown. Second drive started at the 15. And this one here starts at the 20. And a little bit of confusion, and Plainfield North will have to take its first time out here at the 1:39 mark of the first quarter, leading 7-0 here in this first round IHSA Class 7A state playoff game on PlayOnSports.com.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in.
After the timeout, Plainfield North comes out 1st and 10, 1:39 left in quarter number 1. Poundek takes the snap, and a double reverse coming around the right side. Plainfield North got some room, and carry by Robert Baker brings the ball out across the 35, but there is a flag on the play. Flag down at the 35, and it is going to be holding against Plainfield North, but the penalty at the 35, only a spot foul, so it'll be 1st down and 5 at the 25-yard line. Plainfield North up 7-0 on that first drive. 11 plays. They We're able to control the line of scrimmage there. It's a team that, when they have success, that's what they have to do. The last time they were here, as we've got another flag on the play, delay a game this time against Plainfield North, so that will set them back to 1st and 10. So back to where we started. 1st and 10 at the 20. 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Last time Plainfield North was here, Palandek had to put the ball in the air 21 times and didn't have a whole lot of success. This time, keeps it himself. Carries on the right side up to the 25. 5 more yards for Kurt Palandek. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Plainfield North on the road up 7-0 here in this first round playoff game. Palandek keeps it himself, trying to find that left end and can't quite get there. Nice pursuit, good tackle made by Oswego. Max Larson there strung that play out very nicely from the linebacker position, made that stop. Also on the tackle, Tyler Walsh made the stop under 10 seconds. That will probably be the last play of the first quarter. So after one, Plainfield North 7, Oswego nothing. Here in this first round Class 7A playoff game on PlayOnSports.com.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
Holy cow!
can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons wins. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
Back here on PlayOnSports.com, ready to start the second quarter with Plainfield North leading Oswego 7-0. And Plainfield North, from their own 25, faces a 3rd and 5 to get the second quarter underway. Palandek looks to throw to the right side, off the hands, and incomplete of Toms. Brock Toms had just found his way across the first down marker, but couldn't quite hold on, and so that'll bring up 4th and 5. Palandek 0 for 3 so far throwing the ball. Plainfield North a whole lot more success running it, especially running back Jay Roberts so far tonight, 7 carries, 64 yards through the first quarter. Tom's punt is blocked. It bounces around and it is fallen on by Plainfield North just outside the 10-yard line, and Oswego is in business. Jack Kwiatkowski broke through the line right there and was able to block the Tom's punt, and Oswego is set up with a real good chance right now. 1st down and 10 for the Panthers at the 11. 11:47 to go in the second quarter. Oswego down a score, but 1st and 10 at the 11. Wainwright looking for the end zone on the first play. He's got Kwiatkowski. It is caught for the touchdown. Kwiatkowski from Wainwright, and it's 7-6 Plainfield North after the touchdown by the Oswego Panthers. Oswego not wasting any time. Brett Wainwright looks for Kwiatkowski in the left side of the end zone and finds him to make this thing a 1-point ball game with the extra point pending. Jeremy Wine, the senior, out to try and tie it up. And it's a low kick, and it knuckles left in. No good. No good on the point after, so Plainfield North hangs on to the lead. But Oswego gets the momentum back after the blocked punt. 7-6, Plainfield North on top with 11:40 to go. PlayOnSports.com, not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events like this one in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. So Wainwright, 11-yard pass to Kwiatkowski. And Kwiatkowski, who set up that possession by blocking the Plainfield North punt, catches the touchdown and makes this a 1-point game. So Jeremy Wine out to kick it away after that extra point knuckled left of the upright. Short kickoff, and it's returned up past the 35-yard line, so Plainfield North going to get good field position here at their own 38-yard line. As now their lead has been shaved to 1. Last couple possessions for the Tigers haven't quite been as successful as that first one, but out there for their fourth possession now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Roberts, left side, big hole, gets across midfield and bowls over a Oswego defender, Jamal Richardson. Plainfield North, the carry there by Roberts, picks up 14. First down into Oswego territory. Plainfield North, a big set this time. Roberts breaks breaks one tackle in the backfield, stumbles forward, and is able to get past the line of scrimmage. Able to pick up 1 yard there. Could have been a lot worse, though, for Plainfield North. Sean Graff, junior linebacker, on the stop. Only 1 yard on the carry by Jay Roberts that time. Nine carries, 79 yards so far for the Plainfield North running back. Play action this time. Palandek looks to throw to the right, and it's deflected right at the last second. A breakup by Elliott McGoy. McGoy with fantastic coverage down the field right there, as the pass was intended for Brett Fox. And Palandek still can't get a completed pass on the board, and it'll be 3rd down and 9. So after that incompletion, Plainfield North facing a 3rd and long. 3rd down and 9 with 10:29 left here in the second quarter. Tigers up 7-6, and this play blown dead before it starts. Looks like it's going to be a false start against Plainfield North. So after that penalty, 3rd down and 14 now, as Plainfield North is back at their own 48-yard line. So back and forth across midfield. We've seen a lot of plays around that midfield stripe so far. This is not the situation that Plainfield North wants to be in. 3rd and 14, a team that both these teams really primarily a running offense. Palandek going to have to put it in the air. Throws it down the field to the right, off the hands of Toms. Brock Toms had a chance to come up with that reception, but just a little too strong, and that'll bring up 4th down. Palandek again, no completions as of yet. Palandek 0 of 5 so far passing the ball through 4 possessions. Now here's Toms out again. His last punt again was blocked by Kwiatkowski. This time a little bit quicker to get the punt away. And it's bobbled. And Walsh bobbles the punt there, but is able to pick it up and get to the 20-yard line. And that's where Oswego will start down a point. $10-14 left here in quarter number 2. These teams starting to settle in a little bit. Oswego with it. 1st and 10 on their own 20. Quick handoff. Not a whole lot there, trying to catch Plainfield North a little off guard. McKeel Stewart gets the handoff. 2 yards on the pickup, 2nd down 8. And the one time Oswego was defeated this year, Waubonsie Valley was just able to get out in front of them and prevented Oswego from catching up. Oswego, a team that likes to grind you down with the running game. Stewart this time, a big hole around the right side. Across the 30, gets the 1st down. Tackled out of bounds by Corey Johnson, but not before a pickup of, looks like more than 10, but this one might be coming back. There is a flag out near the 27. It's in the area of holding, and Oswego is moving back. It is going to be holding against Oswego. Spot of the penalty from the spot of the foul, which occurred at the 26. Moves them back 10 yards from there. And so that will bring up second down and 14 from the Oswego 16-yard line. Long way to go for the Panthers, 2nd and 14. Wainwright tries the comeback screen, and it's set up a little bit, and diving forward across the 20 is Walsh. Tyler Walsh tackled forward. There is a penalty, and it might be a face mask here against Plainfield North. And it will only be the incidental face mask. So not an automatic 1st down, but it does help out Oswego and gets them closer to first down yardage. An 8-yard carry there for Walsh, plus the 5 yards makes it a 3rd and 1 from the 29. Sorry, check that. 2nd down and 1. 2nd down and 1. And offsides will be the call against Plainfield North, and this will be a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now, as we've had 3 straight plays with penalties. And Oswego has a fresh set of downs at their own 34. Quick snap. Wainwright hands it off. Walsh this time with the carry. Walsh on that quick dive picks up 4. Second down 6 from the 38. Plainfield North had the ball first, went 11 plays, 81 yards on their first possession. Scored to take a 7-0 lead. Then after a blocked punt, Wainwright completed an 11-yard touchdown pass to Kwiatkowski. Extra point was missed, however, and that's where we stand now. McKeel Stewart stays on his feet across midfield and is just taken down. Taken down by Corey Johnson, but McKeel Stewart, a big run out to the 45-yard line of Plainfield North. Picks up 17 and could have been a lot more. So Stewart, a big run there. Had a big run earlier on this drive that was wiped out because of holding. Stewart starting to find his rhythm a little bit. 1st and 10. Gets another handoff. Spins, stays on his feet, still on his feet across the 40. Now stumbles forward and falls just short of the 30. So Stewart breaking some tackles and then it looked like might have been taken down by the turf monster there. But Oswego, after a couple of plays ago, they were at 2nd and 14 back at their own 16-yard line. Now have 1st and 10 at the Plainfield North 31-yard line. Handoff this time up the middle. And Bryce Holm doesn't get much. Does get across the 30-yard line. Short gain. 2 yards there for Holm. Second down and 8. Brian Cooney this week was talking about this team. His team is a really patient team in the running game. That's their strength. They're a run team first, and they are really versatile with their linemen in their blocking schemes. McKeel Stewart with the carry this time. Gets about 3 yards down to the 26. You wonder if this isn't 4-down territory right here. 3rd down and 5 for Oswego at the Plainfield North 26-yard line. Already 1 extra point blocked. You're almost too close to punt it here. 3rd and manageable. Stewart around the left side, across the 25, taken down close to the 20 and close to the 1st down. And it will be a 1st down. Picks up 6 yards on 3rd and 5, and Stewart moves the chains. So McKeel Stewart for the last 5 carries on this drive, and now it's 1st and 10 for Oswego at the Plainfield North 20. Panthers now starting to control the line of scrimmage a little bit. 5:38 and counting left in the first half. Quick handoff to Walsh up the middle, and he'll get maybe a couple before he is swarmed by a number of Plainfield North defenders. Seven straight plays on the ground, as that was a 3-yard carry by Walsh. Clock ticks down near 5 minutes. Been a 5-minute drive. Wainwright looks to throw to the end zone. Kwiatkowski's there, and he's got it for the score! Wainwright to Kwiatkowski, and Oswego takes the lead. It's 12-7 Panthers.
17-yard touchdown pass, number 3.
Kwiatkowski found that seam down the middle of the field, and Wainwright to Kwiatkowski. That combination's been good for 2 touchdowns already here in the first half. Here with still 4:59 left in the second quarter. And before the extra point, we're going to get a timeout by Oswego. Be their first timeout of the half. Ten-play drive for Oswego that time. 80 yards. Chewed up 5 minutes, 15 seconds off the clock. While we got a chance, fans, Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. So after the last extra point was missed by Wine, Oswego's going to go for two this time, up 12-7. And Oswego's going to get a little bit closer as Plainfield North looked like they jumped off sides. So a couple of offsides penalties on this drive. So now, from about the 1.5 yard line, Oswego will go for the two here, up 12-7. Wainwright's going to fake the handoff right, going to cut up. He's across the 5, and he is going to get to the pylon, and that two-point conversion is good. Wainwright able to weave his way through traffic, and Oswego now has scored 14 straight points. They're up 14-7. With 4:59 left here in quarter number 2. Great blocking there, giving Wainwright a chance to make that run to the pylon. There at the left corner of the end zone. Good for the two-point conversion. So Wainwright a couple of touchdown passes to Kwiatkowski. And then Wainwright picks up the two-point conversion. Makes it a 14-7 ball game. And now Plainfield North is going to have to respond a little bit here. That last drive, Palandek put the ball in the air a couple of times. You wonder if Plainfield North, Tim Kane won't try and keep things on the ground. That was what was most successful on that first drive, the scoring drive for the Tigers. A low kick, bounces, picked up just shy of the 30. Roberts is tackled short of the 35 by Max Larson.
Stepped up right at the 35-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over. First down and 10.
14-7, Oswego on top. After this game started on a Plainfield North 81-yard drive to start the game. Couldn't have started much better for the Tigers. But since then, Panthers have taken control. Still plenty of time, though. 4:51 here left in the first half. Plainfield North trying to respond. Handoff left side. Coming around the left end is Baker, and he is hit hard by Sean Graff. Robert Baker got the end around. Was able to pick up 9 yards, though. So Baker picking up 9, a little bit of a different wrinkle there from Tim Kane. Head coach Brian Cooney did expect a couple of wrinkles on offense from this Plainfield North attack. This time Jay Roberts the carry. He'll pick up 6 yards to midfield and move the sticks for the Tigers. So first down carry there for Roberts. Gets the ball right at that midfield stripe. Roberts working on a big first half for his team. That was his 10th carry, already 85 yards for the Plainfield North running back. Try and run around the right side this time, but the Oswego defense was all over it. Baker on the carry, but Tyler Walsh able to drop him for a loss of 5 all the way back to the 45-yard line. Looked like the same play that Plainfield North ran a couple plays ago, just to the opposite direction. And the Tigers, much less success on that one. Lost 5. It's 2nd and 15. Plainfield North has not been able to do a whole lot. It hasn't been able to penetrate too deep into Oswego territory since that first drive, as this play is blown dead because of a penalty. False start against Plainfield North, and that will back them up even further. Now they're facing a 2nd and 20. The furthest that Plainfield North has been able to get since that first drive has only been the Oswego 47-yard line. It's their 5th possession of the game. Since that first drive, they only picked up a total of 4 first downs, including the one on this drive from Jay Roberts. Palandek on 2nd and 20. Rolls to the left. He's trying to find something downfield. Now he's trying to scramble back to the right side, trying to pick up some blocking. Will dive forward for a gain of 1, it looks like. So at least able to prevent a negative play, but good coverage downfield prevented him from taking a shot. And it'll be 3rd and long. Clock moving at 2:24. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Third and 19 for the Plainfield North Tigers. They've got to get to the Oswego 40-yard line. Near 2 minutes to go in the first half. Crowd getting into it here at Oswego. Palandek, 3rd and 19. Looks to throw. He's got his man who drops the ball. Toms had the ball, and it fell out of his hands at the 45. It was going to be short of the first down anyway. But Toms can't hang on, and that will bring up 4th down and 19. With 1:51 left, that stops the clock as well. Neither of these teams really set up particularly well for 2-minute drill offense due to the fact that both of them prefer to run the ball. 2 timeouts, though, for Oswego. 1:51 on the clock. Toms kicks it away again. A wobbly kick fielded by Walsh, who's across the 40. There is a flag. Flag on the play. Kwiatkowski was the man there. Walsh returns the punt across the 40 to the 45-yard line, but the Kwiatkowski penalty will probably move this thing back. Referee is still discussing. The flag was thrown in the area of a block in the back. Wipes out what would have been a pretty nice return from Tyler Walsh. And Oswego would have had good field position. So from the spot of the foul, pushes the ball all the way back to the 27-yard line for Oswego, which equates to almost a 20-yard penalty. So with 1:42 left, Oswego starts 1st and 10 at their own 27. Last 2 times they've had the ball, they found the end zone. Wainwright's going to look to throw here down the middle. He's got he had his man, and it was dropped. Wainwright had Elliott McGoy wide open, and that could have been a touchdown. He was behind the defense, but could not hang on. McGoy had beaten his man, and it just slipped through his hands. Oswego took a shot right there. Could have found themselves up by 2 touchdowns, but Plainfield North dodges a bullet. And this game is still a 1-possession game. 2nd and 10. Wainwright throws it out left. Kwiatkowski tackled forward to about the 40. So 13 yards on that pass. Gets the ball out to the 40-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. First and 10 for Oswego. Clock is moving now, 1:20 and counting. First and 10. Screen pass out to the right. McKeel Stewart breaks 1 tackle. Still behind the line of scrimmage, still on his feet. Runs out of bounds after a short gain. Long way to go for, looks like about 3 yards. Maybe 4. Long time for a 2-yard gain on a screen pass, but the clock does stop at 1:06 left in the first half. Second and 8 for Oswego on their own 42. Wainwright pumps left. Now heaves it deep for Kwiatkowski. And Kwiatkowski can't make the play. Covered downfield by Corey Johnson. Kwiatkowski tried to come back to that ball, but couldn't quite come up with it. And it falls to the ground incomplete. Crowd here wanted a penalty, but Kwiatkowski had a chance to make that catch, and probably not going to get too many penalty calls there with Kwiatkowski having a chance to make that play. Third down and 8. And before this third down play, we've got a sideline warning against the Tigers, against Plainfield North. So now it's 3rd and 8. Wainwright going to fake the pass left, going to keep it himself. He's got some room across the 50 for the first down. And he falls forward to the 45-yard line of Plainfield North, keeping the drive alive. A smart play there by Wainwright to keep it himself. Had some room in there in the middle of the field. 13 yards on the run. Picks up a first down. Clock moving, 45 seconds. 1st and 10 at the Plainfield North 45. Wainwright going deep again. And that one not close enough for his receiver to come back and make the play. McGoy, the intended target there. So 2nd down, 10 to go with 38 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Four wide receivers here, 2 on each side. Wainwright looks to throw, scrambles, throws right, and too low for McGoy to try and make that catch. Incomplete, 3rd and 10. .32 seconds now on the clock. Stopped after the incompletion. Don't think Oswego has, I don't think Brian Cooney has much faith in his kicker after going for 2 there, judging by the 2-point conversion attempt on the last touchdown. So got to think they're going for the score here as Wainwright's pass left is just out of the hands of a diving Kwiatkowski. There is a flag in the backfield. The pass was incomplete, and It's holding. The holding is the call against Oswego. So I wonder if Plainfield North will take this penalty, and it looks like they will. They will accept the penalty to move Oswego back to their own 45. Actually, their own 40, excuse me. It was a spot foul. So, in essence, a 15-yard holding penalty. And third and 25 for Oswego at their own 40. And you wonder if, with 26 seconds left, you wonder if Oswego might just run the ball here. 3 wide receivers. They are going to try and throw. Wainwright is just going to chuck it deep. McGoy, single coverage, and it is juggled and intercepted by Plainfield North. Palandek down the field makes the interception on defense. The ball was underthrown a little bit, but in essence wasn't much more than a punt as he picks that pass off at about the 26-yard line, 25-yard line of Plainfield North. So would have been about a 35-yard punt from the line of scrimmage. But Plainfield North gets the ball back one more time here in the first half. Only 19 seconds to go here in the first half. 1st and 10 for Plainfield North at their own 25. Palandek hands it off. Roberts runs to the right, picks up a couple of yards. Big hit made there by the Oswego defense. But the clock ticks down 2, 3, 2, 1, and that will be it for the first half. So after their one half of play, Oswego with the lead 14-7. That is the end. So, and after 2 straight touchdowns by the Panthers after an opening drive score by Plainfield North. So that's the end of the first half of play with the Oswego Panthers leading the Plainfield North Tigers by a score of 14-7. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from
He
Dion.
took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons wins. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stags.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the seventh. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
This is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Cruz can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. Two receivers far side, one near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards. Just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sits under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run, breaks through, 4 tackles, and now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Imperial, on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown, Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple of yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
Keep those Lowell fans quiet over there.
Lum sets it up for Pang. Long, it's out. Low, a magnificent 7 titles in the San Francisco section in dramatic style as they pull out a fantastic victory over a spirited Galileo Lions team. They win the 4th game, 31-29, and they take the 2012 Academic Athletic Association San Francisco section title.
Officials say no 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side, Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20, with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21-20.
Already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up, over, and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh, my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend?
Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming to you from Ken Pickerill Stadium in Oswego, Illinois. I'm Cody Dunlap. Our halftime score is the Oswego Panthers 14 and the Plainfield North Tigers 7 here in this first round IHSA Class 7A state playoff game. It was a game that started with a very impressive 11-play, 81-yard drive by the Plainfield North Tigers that elapsed 4 minutes and 6 seconds, capped off by an 8-yard touchdown run by running back Jay Roberts. But since then, it's been pretty much all Oswego. 2 touchdowns on 2 touchdown passes from quarterback Brett Wainwright to Jack Kwiatkowski. First one came right at the start of the second quarter, made it 7-6 after a missed extra point. Came right after a blocked punt by Kwiatkowski who set up Oswego at the 11-yard line of Plainfield North. And on the next drive for Oswego, they went 80 yards in 10 plays, elapsing 5 minutes, 15 seconds, and got a 2-point conversion off a 2-yard run by Brett Wainwright after a 17-yard touchdown pass from Wainwright to Kwiatkowski to make it a 14-7 ball game. It's been a game that's been dominated by the play on the ground. For Oswego, McKeel Stewart, 8 carries, 68 yards. Brett Wainwright has hit on those 2 touchdown passes, but 3 of 8 for 30 yards with those 2 touchdowns and an interception, all told for the game. On the other side, Kurt Palendek for Plainfield North has not completed a pass. He's 0 for 6. 9 carries, 47 yards on the ground for him. Jay Roberts, though, a very impressive first half after a less than impressive performance last time here at Oswego. Tonight, 11 carries, 87 yards, and the lone touchdown of the game for Plainfield North. The Tigers have picked up 8 first downs after one half of play, but 5 came on that first drive. And Oswego was able to really control the line of scrimmage. After falling behind on that first drive, they kind of settled things down a little bit. Were able to fill some gaps better with their defensive assignments. Head coach Brian Cooney this week talked about those assignments. Earlier this season, Oswego here at home against Waubonsie Valley was just decimated, 54-28 here on their home field. And Cooney talked about how it was a case that the defense just was trying to read and flow and adjust to the zone read offense of Waubonsie Valley, and it didn't work, obviously, judging by the score. But Cooney made the adjustments to his defense after that game and was able to assign different assignments to his different players, and each player now has a particular assignment on defense. He called this team a talented and a special group that won this team that won their last 7 games to earn the right to host this first round playoff game. They're the 3rd seed taking on the number 6 seed Plainfield North Tigers, and the Oswego Panthers will get the ball to start the second half, up by a score already. No, the one turnover of the game came on the interception by Wainwright, picked off by the other quarterback, Kurt Palendek. Picked off the pass there, the next to last play of the first half. Teams have had one long scoring drive. Otherwise, that blocked punt, probably the biggest play of the ball game. Right now, it's set up Oswego in great field position at the Plainfield North 11, and they were able to take advantage. Other than that, these teams have been pretty even so far. A couple of big plays here and there, but a well-contested ball game as we expected. 14-7, close here at the half, and so it should be a good one as we wind down here in halftime. Just a couple of minutes, and we will be back for the second half. That's going to do it for the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, Friday Night Football, and this first round Class 7A playoff game will return in just a few moments with the start of the second half, right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball.
12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot, kept alive, back and one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stags.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now. Just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own. Shoots and scores. Bounces a shot home. Coos can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards. Just threw a defender on the ground.
Sophomore Chris Carter steps under center. in their tight wing formation. Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run. Breaks through. 4 tackles. And now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown Freeman. How did he do that?
You're watching PlayOnSports.com's presentation of Friday Night Football in this first round Class 7A IHSA State Playoff game live here from Ken Pickerill Stadium in Oswego, Illinois. I'm Cody Dunlap as we are just about ready to start the second half. The home Oswego Panthers lead the Plainfield North Tigers 14-7 as we are just about ready to kick off the second half. 2 straight scores to end the half by Oswego after Plainfield North got the scoring started on their opening drive of the game. And Oswego will get the ball to start this second half of play after deferring the decision to return the opening kickoff. A cold, chilly night here in Oswego. Wind chill down around 38. Here on this Friday night. Just a couple days ago, we had temperatures up near 80 here in Chicagoland, and temperatures pretty much half of that right now. But that is football weather in this last weekend of October. These teams playing here in the first round of the IHSA State Playoffs here in Class 7A, and they will play for the right to go to Champaign Memorial Stadium, home of the Illinois Fighting Illini, to play for the state championship 2 days after Thanksgiving on November 24th. Opening kickoff of the second half goes into the end zone for a touchback. Kicked off there by Chase Meadows into the end zone for the touchback. And so Oswego will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. Brett Wainwright in the first half had 2 touchdown passes, but was only 1 of 6 other than that. Handoff left on the first play of the half. Bryce Holm the carry. Short pickup. Only about a 2-yard gain for Bryce Holm, the two-way player for Oswego on the first play of the second half.
Second down and 9 yards to go for the Panthers.
McKeel Stewart, 8 carries, 68 yards in the first half. He is deepest in the backfield as Wainwright fumbles the snap, able to pick it back up, but going to be a sizable loss here and a crucial loss on 2nd and 8. And Wainwright was at least able to pick up the snap, so it could have been a lot worse for the Oswego Panthers, but as it is, it's a loss of 2. And 3rd and 10, the situation for Oswego. Opening drive of half number 2. Oswego leading Plainfield North 14-7. Panthers faced with a 3rd and 10 here. Wainwright under center. Trying to keep it on the option, but nowhere to go. And so Plainfield North forces a 3 and out after Wainwright is tackled for a loss of 1 there on 3rd and 10. And just the way that Plainfield North wanted to start this second half, they're going to get the ball back in pretty good field position. 4th and 11 here from the 19. Kwiatkowski looking to punt. And takes a long run before punting the ball, but not a good punt. Ball was out of bounds at the 35, so only a punt of 16 yards. 16 yards on the punt by Kwiatkowski. And Not sure why Kwiatkowski was the punter right there. Milne had punted a couple of times. Alex Milne punted a couple of times in the first half with some degree of success. But Kwiatkowski on the kick there. And so Plainfield North with great field position here. 10:05 to go in the second half, in the third quarter. Palendek keeps it himself around the 35, around the 30, across the 20 before he's knocked out of bounds. Late flag comes in. Could be a late hit against Oswego. And the flag will be picked up. So no penalty on that play, but still a great first down play for Plainfield North. Palendek, on his 10th carry of the ballgame, picks up 15 yards. And suddenly, Plainfield North 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. The Tigers trying to even this thing up. 20 yards away. Palendek fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. On his feet across the 10, still on his feet down near the 5. And wrapped up another big run for Kurt Palendek. And looks like he picked up 15 more. Spot him actually 1 yard short of that at the 6-yard line, so 14 yards there. But first and goal for Plainfield North at the 6-yard line of the Panthers. And a brief stoppage here. Timeout called by Plainfield North, first of the second half. And fans, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchup like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Here in the first round, this first round Class 7A IHSA state playoff game, Oswego against Plainfield North. These two teams met earlier this season in a game won by Oswego here at Ken Pickerill Stadium. It was a 35-7 win that night for the Panthers. 14-7 in this one, and Plainfield North is knocking on the door. First and goal, handoff, Roberts. Up the middle, and he will maybe get 1 yard. Oswego tackle there made by Jordan Smith on the defensive line. Holding Roberts to that 1 yard gain. Second and goal at the 5. Great chance for Plainfield North on their first drive of the second half. Pitch, Roberts coming right, trying to break a tackle. He's not going to. He's stopped for a loss in the backfield. Held up, and he will lose a couple of yards. Tyler Walsh, first man there with the hit on Roberts. So third down and goal now from the 7 for Plainfield North. Down a touchdown. 8:40 and counting to go here in the third. I formation. Big set. And Plainfield North's going to have to use another timeout. So here on this first drive of the second half, Plainfield North has already burned 2 of their 3 timeouts. We'll have to see how that will impact things down the line. Looks like the Tigers had some trouble getting the proper personnel out onto the field on both of these last couple of plays. But whatever the case, Tigers are down to only one timeout left here in half number 2. Oswego went 3 and out on their first possession here in half number 2. Oswego and Plainfield North now knocking on the door. Started this drive at the Oswego 35 after a short punt. First 2 plays picked up 29 yards on 2 carries by Kurt Palendek. But 2 carries from Jay Roberts have netted them a loss of a yard. And now it's 3rd and goal at the 7. Palendek, play action left. Trying to throw to the left side. He's still on his feet. He's going to be sacked back outside the 20-yard line. And he's going to take a loss of almost 15 yards on that play. And suddenly Plainfield North is up against it a little bit. A loss of 14 yards, maybe 13, make it 13 yards back to the 20. Really not something that Palendek could have afforded right there. Either needed to just take the sack quicker than that or throw it away, but a loss of 13 yards on 3rd and goal. Now it's 4th and goal from the 20. And Plainfield North's going to go for it. Palendek looks to throw to the right. He's got Toms, and it's incomplete. Knocked away by McGoy. Elliot McGoy knocks it away at the goal line, and Plainfield North is turned away. 1st and goal at the 6, and the Tigers come up empty. 14-7 Oswego as they get it back on downs with 7:31 to go in the 3rd quarter. Palendek still without a completion today. 0 for 7 so far. First and 10 for Oswego at their own 20. Ball on the ground. Wainwright fumbled another snap. Able to get back on top of it. Loses 2 yards. But that's a couple of fumbles there on the 2 fumbles on the last 3 snaps fielded by Wainwright. So a loss of 2 there makes it 2nd and 12 from the 18. Wainwright, the senior quarterback, back under center again. Jumbo formation, handoff. Stewart tries to bounce it outside left, but he's going nowhere. Big loss on that play. Tackle made by Ben Myers, number 18, and Brian Smith for Plainfield North. And Stewart on that play loses 4 all the way back to the 14. Third and 16, and Oswego's going backwards. Back at their own 14-yard line. Halfway through this 3rd quarter, Panthers still lead this game by a touchdown, 14-7. Full house backfield. Wainwright fakes the handoff. Now in trouble. Tries to scramble and taken down for a sack. Sacked back at the 10-yard line by Jack O'Connor, the defensive back. And so after the turnover on downs, Oswego goes backwards 10 yards. And Alex Milne's going to have to punt from his own end zone. Oswego's run 6 offensive plays in this half, and they've lost 11 yards. Milne with a good punt out of his end zone, and is at least able to get a little bit of reversal in field position. Milne's punt goes all the way to the 46, 32 yards where it is downed. Again, 6 offensive plays for Oswego in this half, and they have negative 11 yards of offense. Plainfield North in a good spot again to start this drive. 5:28 left on the clock. First and 10 at the Oswego 46. Pass is down the right sideline, and it is going to be caught. Palindek complete to Roberts. Palindek was under pressure, scrambled out to the right, and Palindek is hobbling a little bit as he goes back to the sideline. Seems to be favoring an ankle, but he's staying in there. Does not look 100%. It was a 21-yard pass, the first completion of the ball game by Palindek. 21 yards. Low snap, it's fumbled, and Oswego is on top of it. Panthers recover the fumbled snap, and the Panthers get it back. Sean Graff able to fall on that ball for the fumble. After the fumble, that low snap, it looked like it hit Palindek in the leg, and he was unable to pick it up and bounced forward, and it was able to be, and Graff was able to fall on it. So a break for Oswego. After Wainwright fumbled a couple of snaps of his own that he was able to get on top of, Oswego takes advantage of the fumbled snap. First turnover of the ball game for Plainfield North. First and 10, Oswego at their own 26. Wainwright looks to throw. He's under pressure. Tries to stay on his feet. Chucks it up. And to no one in particular, ball's incomplete. And it might be intentional grounding. Referees are probably going to discuss. And indeed, it will be intentional grounding. Here comes the flag. Wainwright never got outside the tackle box there. And so another big penalty, and Oswego continues to go backwards on offense. So a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which occurred at the 13, moves the ball back to the 8, which is an 18-yard loss on the play. So 2nd and 28 coming for Oswego from their own 8-yard line. Handoff Stewart up the middle. Gets maybe a yard. Pretty easy call to make there for the Plainfield North defense. Brett Fox on the tackle. But at that point, you're just trying to get something positive if you're Oswego. So 3rd and 27. Oswego's at their own 9. Wainwright is going to try and throw. Throwing it deep, and it is intercepted. It is intercepted by Plainfield North. Wainwright looking for Kwiatkowski, and it's picked off at the 35. Oswego turns it over again. Second interception thrown by Wainwright, and Plainfield North back in business at the Oswego 35. So 2 straight possessions in turnovers. Interception. This time, that one picked off. And Wainwright has really just been under the gun all day. Not been able to set up all that much. 4:19 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Plainfield North at the 35. Pass right is intercepted. It's intercepted by Oswego. He might go all the way. It is Sean Graff, and he's taken down just short of the 10. Sean Graff picked off the slant pass by Palindek and returns it all the way down to the 11-yard line. 2 straight plays with interceptions, and Oswego turns the tide, and they've got 1st and 10 in the red zone. So So Graff with the huge return on the interception. Here's the handoff to Stewart on 1st and 10. And he is held up quickly. Marty McGrail makes the tackle for Plainfield North.
Gain of a yard on the play. Second down and 9 yards to go from the 10.
So a wild third quarter that has seen 3 turnovers and no points. 2nd and 9, Wainwright goes to the end zone. He's got Kwiatkowski, and he's there for the touchdown. Wainwright to Kwiatkowski again. It's 20-7 Oswego. 3:22 left, third quarter. Wainwright to Kwiatkowski. Wine out for the extra point. This one does manage to make it through the uprights. So the extra point is good. And after the big interception by Sean Graff sets it up, 2 plays and Oswego punches it in. And they extend their lead to 14, 21-7. Oswego leads Plainfield North with 3:22 left in the third quarter.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the
56-yard interception return by Sean Graff puts Oswego at a 1st and 10 situation at the 11. 2 plays later, Brett Wainwright, the 10-yard touchdown pass to Jack Kwiatkowski, and it is 21-7. On the run, kickoff is fielded by Kendall Interior. He returns it all the way across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Big hit there on the return man, Interior. So Plainfield North has gotten some great starting field positions in this second half. Nothing to show for it, though. And now they're down by 2 scores. They've started 2 drives at the Oswego 35-yard line, 1 at the Oswego 46. Now this one starts at their own 35. Roberts comes around to the right, gets across the 40. Six-yard run to the right, Roberts. Roberts, who had a great first half, 11 carries, 87 yards. This is his best carry so far in the second half. That sets up here 2nd and 4. Ball snap is fumbled by Paladek, and he is sacked for a big loss. Max Larson with the huge sack after the fumble on the snap. Paladek had trouble hanging on to it, and that's an 11-yard loss on the play. So after a good situation at 2nd and 4, suddenly Plainfield North is way behind the chains here, 3rd and 15. Clock ticks down towards 2 minutes left here in this third quarter. On the 3rd and 15, Palandek sacked again. Larson again. Max Larson sacks Palandek again, and he is just a force in that backfield, that Plainfield North backfield. Larson has set up camp, and he is charging Kurt Palandek rent in there. 14 more yards lost on that play, all the way back to the 16. 4th down and 29 to go for Plainfield North. 2 straight sacks by Max Larson. On 4th and 29, Plainfield North's going to punt. Toms, his best punt of the day by far, fielded by Walsh at the 45. Across the 45, now across the 40, still on his feet. Still on his feet across the 30. Huge return by Walsh. There is a flag on the play back near the line of scrimmage. The return was back near the Plainfield North 25-yard line, but there is a flag back near the line of scrimmage. We'll have to see what the call is. So the offsetting penalties wipe away the 30-yard punt return by Walsh. So the Plainfield North will have to kick it again. So redo the play. 4th and 29 again. Under a minute left. Plainfield North at their own 16. And again, Walsh had a 30-yard return all the way back to the Plainfield North 26. But offsetting penalties wiped that away. Toms again kicks it away. Line drive punt fielded this time. Another good return, though. Fielded this time by Charlie Jakubowski. And Jakubowski able to get close to where Walsh had returned that punt to. All the way back to the 31-yard line. Jakubowski able to return that punt and give Oswego another great starting field position. Toms didn't quite get as much on that punt. But a good return. Gets it back to the 31, Jakubowski that time. 1st and 10, the pitch to Stewart. Able to make a man miss in the backfield. Gets to the 30. McKeel Stewart able to pick up maybe a little more than a yard. Give Stewart 2 yards on that one. As we are down inside the final minute of the third quarter. 20 seconds left. As it was only a gain of 1. But that is the last play of the third quarter, the 1-yard gain by McKeel Stewart. And after 3, the Oswego Panthers are in control, 21-7. They lead the Plainfield North Tigers. 1 quarter to go here in this first round, Class 7A IHSA state playoff game here on PlayOnSports.com.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion. 3:16 left to go in this ball game.
Fans Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. So McKeel Stewart picks up 1 on 1st and 10. Brings up 2nd and 9 to start the fourth quarter here. Oswego at the Plainfield North 30. Stewart gets the pitch again, across the 25, across the 20, down across the 10, stays in bounds and scores! McKeel Stewart from 30 yards away brings it in. It's 27-7. Oswego on top, 11:51 to go in the ball game. On the first play of the fourth quarter, McKeel Stewart turns the corner, walks the tightrope to stay in bounds, and scores to extend Oswego's lead to 27-7 with the extra point coming. Snap is down. Wine's kick is up and good. And that extra point makes it 28-7 with 11:51 left in this ball game. 4 straight touchdowns have been scored by Oswego. 2 in the first half and 2 here in the second half. And the Panthers lead this ball game by 21 here on a chilly Friday night in Oswego, Illinois, in this first round IHSA Class 7A playoff game. Oswego, the number 3 seed. Plainfield North, the number 6 seed. Coming in here in this matchup tonight. Plainfield North, again, looking for their first state playoff win in school history, only their 8th year. Quarterback Kurt Palandek has had some trouble throwing the ball tonight. Plainfield North has had some success running the ball. Jay Roberts had a nice first half running the ball, but Plainfield North has got to be kicking themselves. They've had a couple of drives in this half start in Oswego territory. 3 of them have started in Oswego territory, and yet Plainfield North was unable to come up with any points on those drives. On the kickoff return, Interior returns it back to the 20-yard line. And so Plainfield North has got their work cut out for them with 11:46 to go, down by 21.
First down and 10 for the Tigers from their own 22-yard line.
In the shotgun, Palandek, 4 wide receivers. Fakes the handoff left. Fakes the handoff right. Baker comes left. He's got some space across the 40. And stumbles forward across the 45. Robert Baker trips across the 45. It was a reverse on that play, but there is a penalty flag down here on the near side of the field at the 25, and it's going to be holding against Plainfield North. So on the reverse, Baker, we've seen that play a couple of times from Plainfield North and had some success there, but coming back because of the penalty. Moves the ball back to the 15 for where it will be first down and 15 yards to go for the Tigers.
After the spot foul, the Tigers will have it first down and 15 yards to go now from the 15-yard line.
So a long way to go here. Looks like it's first and 17 back at the 15. Palandek keeps it himself. So trying to get around the right end. Able to pick up about 4. Bryce Holm makes the stop after a 4-yard pickup for Palandek. Up to the 19. Tigers just can't quite get things together when they need it. Had a first and 10 at the Oswego 25, fumbled the snap. First and 10 after an interception at the Oswego 35, interception. As Palandek here on second and 13 is going to have to try and scramble. He's across the 25, across the 30. He's got the first down out near the 35-yard line. So Palandek makes something happen with his legs that time. Moves the chains. 14 yards there on the run by Palandek. Moves the chains. First and 10 for the Tigers at their own 33. Only the 4th first down of the second half. Palandek going deep left. He's got his man. It's caught at the 40, and he will stroll into the end zone. Matt Welch gets behind the Oswego defense, and Plainfield North comes right back to make it a 28-13 ball game with 10:06 to go on a 67-yard pass from Kurt Palandek to Matt Welch. Oswego really not prepared for that one. Welch was wide open, an easy pitch and catch there.
This just in. Jersey Mike subs are now $3 a piece or 2 for $5.
Meadows, Chase Meadows will come in to attempt the extra point. As Plainfield North starts on the comeback trail. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. So a 67-yard touchdown pass from Palandek to Welch makes this a 28-14 ball game with still 10 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter of this first round Class 7A state playoff game on PlayOnSports.com.
.316 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff.
3 plays, 85 yards in under a minute. And the Oswego Panthers lead is cut to 28-14 on a 67-yard touchdown pass by Kurt Palandek. Only the 2nd completed pass of the ballgame for the Plainfield North quarterback. Had an interception back on a slant pass in the 3rd quarter. That first completion was a 21-yard pass to running back Jay Roberts. As a high kickoff is fielded just outside the 20 by Oswego and return up near the 30-yard line. Jamal Richardson on the return for the Oswego Panthers. 10:01 on the clock as Oswego now holding a 2-touchdown lead here on their home field as they take over at their own 30. Oswego has had some success running the ball, although here in the second half, not as much as they did in the first half. First play coming out throwing the ball, Wainwright to Kwiatkowski, and it's complete. Down across the 40-yard line. Wainwright to Kwiatkowski. The combination has worked all day, and that time they beat Corey Johnson, the defensive back, for a big-time gain of 33 yards down to the 37-yard line. Down the middle, Wainwright to Kwiatkowski, 33 yards. 1st and 10 for Oswego at the 37. Pitch right, Stewart. Gets past one man, although it looks like it might have been a hold against Oswego. Still dropped for a sizable loss on the play. Marty McGrail on the tackle. As it stands, it would be a loss of 3 on the play. We'll have to... I believe that Plainfield North will accept the penalty. Penalty marked off from the spot of the foul, which occurred at the 42-yard line, so moves Oswego back into their own territory at their own 48. So 2nd and 25 coming on this play. Oswego at their own 48-yard line. Oswego needs to get to the Plainfield North 27 for a first down. 1st and 25. 9 minutes on the clock. Stewart cuts upfield, across the 50. tumbles forward down near the 45-yard line. Tackled by Colin Holt. 6 yards over the right end there. Now it's second down. Not second, not on that last play, as I mistakenly said before. 2nd and 19 from the Plainfield North 46. Clock under 9 minutes. Stewart is tackled for no gain on a nice stop there by Marty McGrail. One-on-one tackle right there. Able to take down the Oswego running back. And no gain there. That'll bring up 3rd and 19. Clock under 8 minutes now. Plainfield North down by 2 scores on defense, trying to hold Oswego right here. Got a big break on that holding penalty. 3rd and 19. Wainwright throws it out to the right. It's caught. McGoy. And he is hit hard, short of the first down by a good measure. Manages to pick up 10, Wainwright to McGoy on that play, but still brings up 4th and 9. Out to the 36. So 4th down and 9 to go. Oswego's going to go for it, and you got to think if you're Plainfield North right here, you got to try and get a stop. They bring a blitz. Wainwright throws it down the right sideline, and it's incomplete. Kwiatkowski didn't look like he saw that pass, and Plainfield North gets the turnover on down. 7 minutes to go in the ball game, and Plainfield North will take over at their own 36 after the turnover on downs. So the Tigers down by 14 here with 7 minutes on the clock. But they have the ball at their own 37. Palandek throws it out to the right. It's caught. Welch tries to make a cut. Stays on his feet and goes out of bounds. Welch, you got to admire the effort there to try and stay out of bounds, but he might have cost himself about 5 yards there. I know he wants to stop the clock, but he turns a 5-yard gain into no gain. So Palandek gets the completion, but no yards. Clock does stop at 6:50, but I think if you're Plainfield North right there, you try and trade the yards for the time. Second and 10 for Plainfield North at their own 37. Palandek throwing it down the right sideline this time, and it is caught. And no, it is not. It is not caught on the right sideline. Ruled out of bounds is Interial. Interial was convinced that he was in bounds, but that side judge came in, made the call, said he was out of bounds. And so that'll wipe away a solid pickup and bring up 3rd and 10. .6:44 on the clock. 3rd and 10 for Plainfield North at their own 37. Tigers down by 14 here on the road at Oswego in this Class 7A first-round playoff game. Palandek looks to throw, and it's over the head of Interial. Interial had some space there. It looked like he was opened, but incomplete, and that will bring out the punting unit. Despite Plainfield North being down by 2 touchdowns, Brock Toms will come out for the punt with 6:40 on the clock. You wonder if Plainfield North wouldn't have gone for it had had they kept that 5-yard gain, had Welch kept that 5-yard pickup on first down. Punt rolls down past the 40-yard line, and where it is downed. Inside the 30-yard line, excuse me. Down at the 29. 34-yard punt there with no return. So with 6:31 to go, Oswego gets it back at their own 29. Stewart plunges up the middle. Nice solid pickup, picks up 5.
Gain of 5 on the play. Second down and 5 yards to go from the 34-yard line.
This is exactly what Oswego wants to be in, a chance for them to chew up the rest of this ball game. Second down and 5 to go. Use that running attack. Clock under 6 minutes. Oswego up by 2 touchdowns. And this will be a false start penalty against Oswego. Looked like the right tackle moved early. And it will be a false start. Wipes away that 5-yard first down pickup. .547 on the clock. 2nd and 10 for Oswego on their own 29. Two touchdowns on back-to-back possessions in the third and into the fourth quarters. The 2 scores in the second half for Oswego. Here on second down, Stewart gets the handoff across on the right side. Gets about 5. So back to where the Panthers were before the penalty. 3rd down and 5 yards to go for Oswego with 5 minutes left in the game. They're at their own 34, leading Plainfield North by 2 touchdowns. Tigers need a stop right here, or else Oswego might pretty much be able to salt it away. Wainwright pitches left to Stewart. Tries to cut upfield. He's across the 35, and he's dragged down, and it'll depend on the spot, but it looks like he might be short. It looks like, judging by the spot, that he is going to be a yard short of the first down. And he will be a yard short at the 38. So 4 yards there. 4th down and 1, and Milne will come out to punt, so Plainfield North gets a break. Milne comes out to kick. Four minutes to go. Still not a real lot of time for the Tigers as the ball bounces past Palandek, which will take a few more seconds off the clock and give up a few more yards of field position. Down at the 14, Milne, a good punt there. 48 yards on the punt by Milne. Big time reversal of field position. And Plainfield North will have to start inside their own 15. 3:51 left. Plainfield North down 2 scores. Tigers come out in shotgun formation. Spread way out. Palandek looks to throw left. Now looks right and just throws it away. Oswego crowd wanting a penalty, and they will get one. And it looks like Palandek was close to the end zone, judging from where he threw that ball, although the penalty flag is tossed out near the 5. Penalty flag is thrown at the 6, and from there it will be half the distance, so the ball is marked back at the 3 after the intentional grounding. So a loss of 11 there and a loss of down. Second down and 21. Plainfield North at their own 3. They've got to get to the 24 for a first down. Palendek takes the snap, looks left, pump fakes again, throws it down the middle, and it is caught by Toms at the 35. And he is dragged down out to midfield. Palendek tossed it up, and Toms, after the deflection, makes the catch for the first down out to midfield. A huge play there for Plainfield North. 49 yards, Palendek to Toms, and it's 1st and 10. A huge reversal there for the Tigers. Clock at 3:28. Tigers still down by 2 touchdowns. Palendek looks to throw right, and it is complete to Welch. Right at the first down marker, and it looks like he got it. Palendek to Welch, good for 10 yards. And that'll move the sticks again.
First down and 10, Tigers.
Clock at 3:15 counting. 3 wideouts to the left. 1st and 10, Plainfield North at the 38-yard line of the Panthers. Pass left to Welch. And he is hit hard by McGoy. By Elaine Dixon on that tackle. Palendek to Welch, good for only 5 yards right there, so the clock continues to run under 3 minutes. Second and 5 at the 33. 2:40 and counting. Palendek looks to throw. Under some pressure, and a dangerous pass is complete to Roberts. He's across the 20 and out of bounds, and will pick up a penalty for a late hit. A big-time pickup there. 16-yard pass from Palendek to Roberts, and a penalty for a late hit will get Plainfield North even closer. So the Plainfield North Tigers, after being backed up at their own 3-yard line, have now gotten inside the 10 of the Oswego Panthers with 2.5 minutes left. And remember, Plainfield North only has 1 timeout. They burned 2 timeouts back on their first drive of the second half. Only 1 timeout left. 1st and goal at the 8. Handoff Roberts inside. Roberts gets about 2 there. Not a lot of time to work with here for Plainfield North, and that took a lot of it. 2:12 and counting. Plainfield North needs to get back to the line. 2nd and goal at the 6. Clock running under 2 minutes now. 3 wide receivers to the left. Palendek in the shotgun, takes the snap. Out to the right, it is incomplete. He had a man in the end zone, but it looked like it was dropped there on the far sideline, incomplete. It looked like Interior was the intended target there on that second down pass. Incomplete. Third down and goal from the 6. Clock is stopped with 1:48 to go. Again, Plainfield North down 28-14 here. Need to score here and probably get an onside kick. 3rd and goal. Palendek looks left. It's knocked away. But there is a penalty flag. Knocked away, but there's a penalty. Jamal Richardson knocked away with his left hand, but I think they're going to call the penalty on him for wrapping his right arm around the receiver, and it will be defensive pass interference. Hard to tell when Richardson got there, but the officials ruled that he got there too soon, so the defensive pass interference gives Plainfield North the first down. moves the ball to the 3. First and goal at the 3 with 1:44 left. Plainfield North down by 14. Palandek tried to run it up the middle, now tries to come back, gets into the end zone, but there is a penalty. Flag on the play in the area of holding. There is a flag on the play. Palandek managed to get into the end zone, but it is going to be holding against the Tigers. The penalty wipes a touchdown off the board. On a scramble like that, usually going to get a holding call. So after the penalty, first and goal at the 13 with 1:37 left for Plainfield North. It's a first round IHSA Class 7A playoff game. Plainfield North looking for their first ever state playoff win. Palandek under some pressure, throws it into the end zone and out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Matt Welch right there, but throwing it away. Looks like there is a flag on the play over on the far side at the 20. And it's going to be a roughing the passer penalty against Oswego. So that'll give Plainfield North a first down and move the ball back inside the 10. So back and forth we go. This will be the third consecutive first down play. First and goal. First and goal for Plainfield North just inside the 7. With a minute and a half on the clock. Tigers down by 14. Palandek under center. Takes the snap. Thinks about running, now is under some pressure. Tries to get it away, and it's incomplete. But a nice job by Palandek to get rid of that ball under some pressure. It was in the grasp of a defender. Threw it away. Again, this was a drive that Plainfield North was back at their own 3-yard line. They had second down and 21, and then Palandek hit on a 49-yard pass to Brock Toms. That towards midfield. Big play, the big pass play from Palandek to Roberts, picked up 16 yards plus the penalty. Got them at first and goal. This is the 7th play they've had in a goal-to-go situation thanks to some penalties. And they've got to burn their last time out. They did not get that play called in time, and so now Plainfield North is out of timeouts with 1:23 left. Plainfield North has had some trouble getting those plays in. Those first 2 timeouts they had to call on their first drive of the second half. The second half of really missed opportunities for Plainfield North. They had a drive that started on the Oswego 35-yard line after a short punt, turned it over on downs. They had a drive that started on the 46, got down to the 25, first and 10. Plainfield North fumbled the snap. Then after an interception by the Plainfield North Tigers, on the first play after that, Kurt Palandek threw an interception that was returned to the 11-yard line. So that it was returned to the 11-yard line, which 2 plays later turned into an Oswego touchdown. First 3 drives of the half for Plainfield North started in Oswego territory, and none of them resulted in any points. Down 2 scores, 1:23 left, second and goal at the 7. Palandek under some pressure. Has to get it away, throws it out of the back of the end zone, just over the head of his receiver, Toms, who made a great play on that ball just to get close to it. And Palandek under pressure there. Max Larson there, putting the pressure on Kurt Palandek. So 2 plays left here for Plainfield North to try and get it into the end zone. Third and goal at the 6. 1:16 left in the ball game. Third and goal. Palandek tries the fade route to the right. It is caught by Toms for the touchdown. Toms makes the catch. It's 28-20 with 1:10 left. 7 yards from Palandek to Toms. And Plainfield North will not go away. A nice play on the ball by Toms. Brock Toms comes back to that ball, makes the catch. 28-20. So this was a 28-7 ball game. Into the fourth, 21-7 coming into the fourth quarter. 28-7 at one point, but after that extra point, it's a one-score game. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Plainfield North will try the onside kick here. Coming up in just a minute here in this first round Class 7A playoff game that has seen quite a second half. A lot of points, a lot of turnovers. 3 turnovers in the third quarter. Couple of touchdowns. 1 touchdown in the third and then 1 in the first play of the fourth for Oswego. Made this thing a 28-7 game, but then Plainfield North came right back. A 67-yard touchdown pass from Kurt Palandek to Matt Welch made it 28-14. And then here with 1:10 left, a pass from Palandek to Toms, 7 yards away, makes it 28-21. So here's the onside kick, and it is not, and it will be blown dead before it starts. Oswego calls the timeout. It was a 10-play drive. 2:41 goes off the clock. 97 yards. At one point, Plainfield North was back at their own 3. The big play on the drive, the 49-yard pass from Palandek to Toms. Then Toms catches the TD pass. Make it 28-21. Plainfield North, no timeouts left, so they've got to recover this. Meadows has to let it get past the 10 yards. And the Tigers think they have it. And they do. Plainfield North recovers the onside kick just across midfield. The bunch formation, Meadows let it dribble across the 10-yard line. It needed to get to the 50. The refs are discussing here. Where the ball was recovered was past the 50-yard line, which would have been 10 yards, and it is. Plainfield North recovers with 1:10 left. Plainfield North has a chance to drive and tie the game. At one point in the fourth quarter, Plainfield North trailed by 3 touchdowns. Plainfield North has it 1st and 10 at the Oswego 49. No timeouts left for Plainfield North. Again, the Tigers looking for their first ever state playoff win. Palandek throws to the right. Toms has got it. Steps out of bounds. Steps out of bounds at the 43, 6-yard pickup. Second down and 4. Plainfield North is 43 yards away from the tying score. 1:06 on the clock. Clock is stopped. Second and 4. 3 wide outs to the left. Palandek scrambles, and it will just have to step out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. McGoy will get credit for that tackle. Forced him out of bounds, and Palandek actually lost a yard on that play. Clock is stopped right at 1 minute. It was actually a loss of 2 on that play. Back to the 45. So Palendek loses 2 on that scramble. 3rd down and 6 at the 45. Palendek looks to throw. Throwing middle. It is caught by Welch at the 35 for a first down. Welch steps in front of Sean Graff. Makes the catch. 10-yard pickup there from Palendek to Welch. Clock is moving at 50 seconds, and Palendek will spike it. 49 seconds on the clock. Again, Oswego led this game 28-7 in the fourth quarter after the 30-yard touchdown run by Stewart. And with 4 minutes left, they led by 2 touchdowns. And now with 49 seconds, Plainfield North is 35 yards away from tying it up. 2nd down and 10 at the Oswego 35. Palendek drops back, throws it over the middle. He's got Welch at the 15. He steps across the 10. He's tackled down inside the 5 by Jamal Richardson. He makes the stop. A 30-yard completion from Palendek to Welch. Oswego calls a timeout with 42 seconds. It's 1st down and goal at the 5. Suddenly Plainfield North. Again, Plainfield North, Kurt Palendek had 0 completions at the half. Didn't complete a pass until the second drive of the second half. And suddenly, they're 5 yards away from tying this game. It's after the timeout. That was the second timeout by Oswego. Matt Welch, a couple of big catches here. The junior wide receiver has caught a couple of big ones here in the second half. First down and goal. Plainfield North down by 7. Tigers are at the 5-yard line of Oswego. Kurt Palendek trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Palendek scrambles to the right. He throws it, and it's intercepted! No, it's not. No, it's incomplete. It is ruled incomplete. Ruled incomplete by the line judge on the far side of the field. It would have ended the ball game, but it's an incomplete pass. Jamal Richardson almost had the interception that would have won the game, but ruled incomplete, and Plainfield North is still alive. So nearly an interception, and Plainfield North is still in it. 34 seconds. 2nd and goal at the 5. Palendek takes the snap. He's got time. Now it breaks down, throws it up, and out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. About 26 and a half seconds on the clock. 3rd down and goal to go. 2 plays left for Plainfield North to try and tie this thing up. Plainfield North down 3 scores in the fourth quarter. Has scored twice, recovered an onside kick. And now they've got 3rd down and goal at the 5. 26 seconds. Palendek in an empty backfield. Looks to throw into the end zone. He's got his man. He's overthrown. Incomplete. Palendek had a wide open receiver in the back of the end zone. Brett Fox. It goes off his hands. Incomplete. And there's an injury. An injured Oswego player is down. There is a flag near the goal line. And it's Penalty will go against. The penalty goes against Plainfield North. An eligible man downfield is the call. Although you'd have to think that they would decline this penalty here to make it only 4th down. There's 20 seconds left. Still attending to an injured Oswego Panther right under the goalposts. Haven't seen if this penalty will be declined. The injured Oswego Panther is Elaine Dixon, but he is up on his feet. The penalty is declined. So this is it. 4th down and goal at the 5 with 20 seconds to go. Barring a penalty, this is the last shot for Plainfield North. 4 wide receivers. Palandek in the shotgun. And we are going to get a timeout. It looks like Oswego called timeout before the play, and they did. 3rd timeout. Final timeout of the half called by Oswego with 19 seconds on the clock. And the clock will be reset. Clock started and should be set back to 20, and it will be. So 28-21, Oswego leads Plainfield North, Plainfield North trying to finish a furious rally in the 4th quarter. 4th down and goal at the 5. Plainfield North must get a touchdown and the point after to tie. We've already seen 1 extra point missed today by Oswego. 4th down and goal. Palandek in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks right. He throws to the right, and it is incomplete, out of bounds. Incomplete. And Oswego will survive. Intended for Toms. He was ruled out of bounds. He made the catch, but he did not come down in bounds. And with 14 seconds, Oswego will only need to take 1 knee to move to the 2nd round of the IHSA state playoffs. Toms definitely managed to come down with that ball, but ruled out of bounds. And that was the deciding factor. 1 kneel here for Oswego will do it. And Wainwright gets it down, and that's it. Plainfield North cannot stop the clock, and so the Oswego Panthers survive a fantastic comeback attempt by the Plainfield North Tigers to survive to the next round of the IHSA state playoffs by a final score of 28-21. A thrilling first round of the IHSA state playoffs here at Oswego High School. 28-21 the final. Again, a fantastic second half. Thrilling finish to this one, and Oswego comes out on top. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned to PlayOnSports.com for our post-game coverage. We will wrap up all the action in our post-game show coming up in just a few moments. Once again, the Oswego Panthers have defeated the Plainfield North Tigers 28-21 in the first round of the IHSA Class 7A state playoffs here on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity, and they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback. A second opportunity by Bosback. Lift violation call. Winner. It's an over the neck call. Oh my goodness. Bosback reached over on the attack.
Welcome back to Oswego, Illinois, and the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. I'm Cody Dunlap here with you as we just saw the Oswego Panthers defeat the Plainfield North Tigers 28-21 in the first round of the IHSA Class 7A state playoffs. And it was a game that in the first half was played primarily on the ground, in the second half primarily in the air. Plainfield North came out with an 11-play, 81-yard drive on the first drive of the ball game to jump out 7-0 on top of the Oswego Panthers, but Oswego blocked a punt right in the start of the second quarter, turning that. And on the next play, after a blocked punt by Jack Kwiatkowski, scored on an 11-yard touchdown pass from Brett Wainwright to Kwiatkowski. The extra point was no good. That made it 7-6. Then on their next possession, Oswego drove 80 yards in 10 plays, capped off by a 17-yard touchdown pass from Brett Wainwright to Jack Kwiatkowski again. And thanks to a two-point conversion run by Brett Wainwright, it made it a 14-7 ball game. That was the score heading into the half. And in the second half, Plainfield North got 3 chances, 3 drives started in Oswego territory, but came up with 0 points on those 3 possessions. The first ended in a turnover on downs. The second ended in a fumble on a low snap. And then right after an interception by Plainfield North, quarterback Kurt Palandek threw an interception that was returned by Sean Greff all the way down to the Plainfield North 11-yard line, where Brett Wainwright 2 plays later threw a 10-yard touchdown pass to Jack Kwiatkowski to make it 21-7 Oswego. Then on the first play of the fourth quarter, McKeel Stewart, on the second play of a drive, ran 30 yards around the right side for a touchdown to make it 28-7 Oswego, who at that point looked to be in command. But on the next drive, Plainfield North came right back. Kurt Palandek found a wide-open Matt Welch behind the Oswego defense to make it 28-14 Oswego lead. After a couple of punts and a turnover on downs, Plainfield North got the ball back with 3:51 left in the game and the ball at their own 14. After an incomplete pass and an intentional grounding penalty, Plainfield North was at their own 3-yard line facing a 2nd and 21, but Kurt Palandek found Brock Toms for a 49-yard pass to the Oswego 48, and Plainfield North managed to drive in, and thanks to a couple of penalties against the Oswego Panthers, managed to find Brock Toms for a 7-yard touchdown that made it 28-21 with 1:10 left. Then, after a recovery on the onside kick gave Plainfield North the ball back at the Oswego 49, a 30-yard pass from Palandek to Welch set up the Plainfield North Tigers first and goal at the Oswego 5, but 4 straight incompletions left Plainfield North stopped with no points and gave Oswego the win in this first round 7A playoff game. A fantastic game that came down right to the wire. Kurt Palandek, a great second half throwing the ball. In the first half, did not complete a pass, but when his team needed him to make some plays, he did, and Oswego was able to control the ball on the ground for the most part. But one curious decision that I thought that Oswego was, personally lucky to come to survive, was the decision to punt with the ball with facing a 4th and 1 at their own 38. They had picked up that with about 4 minutes left. If they had picked that up by 2 scores, that could have been the end of the ball game. But Oswego's defense made enough plays early in the third quarter, picked off a pass forced the turnover on downs, picked up the fumble off the bad snap, made enough plays there in the third quarter, and the Plainfield North Tigers just could not come all the way back, and so Oswego survives and moves on to the next round. That's going to wrap it up for us, though, here from Oswego High School. Once again, the Oswego Panthers defeat the Plainfield North Tigers 28-21. We'd like to thank you for joining PlayOnSports.com's coverage of Friday Night Football here from Oswego, Illinois. Be sure to check PlayOnSports.com for information and links to all of our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Matt Sawicki, our videographer, Fred Adams, I'm Cody Dunlap saying so long. We'll hope you'll join us next Friday night on your destination for high school sports and Friday Night Football. PlayOnSports.com.